We're going to review and give a letter grade of the moderators at the VP debate.
These are the rules that both campaigns have agreed to. The primary role of the moderators is to facilitate the debate between the candidates, enforce the rules, and provide the candidates with the opportunity to fact-check claims made by each other.
I.e., the moderators have agreed not to do the fact-checking. How did that work out?
Senator Vance, the U.S. did have a diplomatic deal with Iran to temporarily pause parts of its nuclear program, and President Trump did exit that deal.
Fact check.
Governor, your time is up. The overwhelming consensus among scientists is that the Earth's climate is warming at an unprecedented rate. Margaret?
Thank you, Nora.
Fact check, and we're not giving you time to respond. Don't even try.
Governor, do you care to respond to any of those specific allegations, including that the vice president is, quote, letting in fentanyl and using kids as drug mules, among other things regarding children?
Governor, would you like to fact check what we've taken out of context on what JD said?
The governor has made the point, and I think as a sitting lawmaker, you know that Congress controls the purse strings and any funding. So you have said repeatedly that Donald Trump would, through executive action, solve this. Do you disagree that Congress controls the purse strings and would need to support many of the changes that you would actually want to implement?
What Tim Walz said is right. What you said is wrong. Would you agree with that?
To clarify for our viewers, Springfield, Ohio does have a large number of Haitian migrants who have legal status, temporary protected status.
Well, Margaret, but
thank you, Senator. We have so much to get to.
Fact check, and we're not giving you time to respond. Don't even try.
I think it's important because
we're going to turn now to the economy. Thank you,
Margaret. The rules were that you guys weren't going to fact check, and since you're fact checking me, I think it's important to say what's actually going on.
Thank you, Senator, for describing the legal process. We have so much to get to, Senator. We have so much we want to get to. Thank you for explaining the legal process.
Your fact check of us is totally wrong and is just a legal process, LOL. But wouldn't you know it, those obnoxious fact checks stopped at that moment. Now here's something shocking that the moderators did.
Governor Walz, you said you were in Hong Kong during the deadly Tiananmen Square protests in the spring of 1989. But Minnesota Public Radio and other media outlets are reporting that you actually didn't travel to Asia until August of that year. Can you explain that discrepancy?
Yeah, well, and to the folks out there who didn't get at the top of this.
Tim Walz flailed around and gave a roller coaster of a non-answer. Time to move on, right?
Governor, just to follow up on that, the question was, can you explain the discrepancy?
What? I cannot believe they just did that. And that led to his most awkward answer of the night.
All I said on this was I got there that summer and misspoke on this. So I will just, that's what I've said. So I was in Hong Kong and China during the democracy protests went in. And from that, I learned a lot of what needed to be in governance.
Thank you, Governor.
Wow, it wasn't the stolen valor question, but points to the moderators for an actual hard question to the Democratic nominee. Holy cow. Last point.
Let's talk about the state of democracy.
Of course, let's discuss January 6th. There's no issue more important to so-called journalists. This entirely irrelevant conversation went on for 9 minutes. Final grade? F+. Not bad, it's an improvement from previous debates. But you know what? It's time to end this silly debate format. There's a reason the Lincoln-Douglas debates are still talked about today. FYI, there were no brain-dead journalists in the way of good discussion. It's time, America. Let's make debates great again.